Hello YouTube. Gonna be doing a video in the dark. This is a fragrance I was wrong about, and I want to apologize to anyone in my Sacco Shite video that may have a differing opinion than me, or anyone I might have offended when I was talking about this fragrance. And that is Louis Vuitton Midor. Midori. I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm not French and I can't spell good. Can't say words very well. And I wanted to apologize because I talked about how this was very basic off the top. And it kind of is, because it has that bergamot, that Szechuan pepper, pink pepper, just very pleasing and mass appealing in the opening. But give it a couple of minutes and let it dry down on your skin, and it turns into a very nice fragrance. One that I can wear and I can enjoy. It doesn't smell overly synthetic. I can tell there's a little bit of a synthetic nature to it, but sometimes that's just the way it is. I'm going to be talking about some one fragrance, a Frederic Malle fragrance that people say that's synthetic in the opening, and I don't really find it synthetic in the opening, but I find it synthetic in the dry down. And we'll have a video over that. But I want to talk about this scent right here. I've worn it for the past couple of days. I've really been trying to, go through some of my samples and try them out, the ones I haven't, really wore or smelled that much. But where this fragrance really shines at is in the dry down. And I'll tell you what, I was surprised that there was no cypriol oil, also known as Nagarmotha. I was really surprised that there wasn't. But I guess it's the vetiver, because they actually use a real natural vetiver. It's a Java vetiver oil. Not really sure, where it's from or whatever, and really I don't even care. I'm not a huge vetiver fan. I'll be the first to tell you, I really am not a fan of vetiver fragrances. I think I just got wore out smelling vetiver, and really I just think that the note is used so many times in one-dimensional fragrances that it kind of kills it for any other fragrance I smell the vetiver in it. But this might be a new awakening to me, like how music for a while was a new awakening to me for a lot of lavender fragrances. But I was wrong about this. When I smell it, it smells like a nice hay, honestly. And when I get to the dry down, it smells like just a nice hay note. But it's actually the vetiver, and the vetiver is very vegetal. It's very rooty. Shout out to Rudy, Town and Muscup. But it is just really, really different. It is, like I said, it's vegetal, it's rooty, it's somewhat green, it has some green tinges to it, but it also smells kind of dead, to be honest with you. It has, a nice brownness to it. I said it has that hay note. It has that grass that has been cut and is just kind of laid there and died. It has that smell to it, and I'm really digging it in this fragrance because it starts out, really bright, really fresh. And you think it's almost going to turn into a blue fragrance. You think it's almost going to turn into a mass appealing freshie. You think it's almost going to turn into a very familiar DNA if you've ever, basically been to any department store and smelt of, fragrances. If you've ever been to a Macy's and just kind of went down through there and started smelling a bunch of men's fragrances, you think that's what it's going to smell like. But a few minutes into the fragrance, it turns into something completely different. And when I say completely different, I don't, it still kind of has that mass appealing quality to it. but it really just turns into something else, and I really like it. I don't love it. I'm not going to say that I'm going to go out here and spend a bottle on it, but I do like it, and I think this is something that I always try to encourage people. Smell it again, smell it on skin. Try it for a day or two, and even though you might not love it, you can have an appreciation for it. And give a recommendation to someone who would like a scent like this. So, that's my apology. That is me changing my opinion. People have every right to change their opinion on anything they have. I think that's what's very wrong with the world today, is that people are unable to change their opinion once they state it, which is a very bad, toxic way of our culture. But oh well. But this is something I'm able to change my opinion on, and I hope that there's fragrances out there that you all, people who watch this are willing to change their opinion on. So hope everyone has a great day.